My name is Claire Connolly and I'm Professor of Modern English and Head of the School of English in University College Cork. It's a school with a proud tradition of active and engaged scholarship and teaching. Well, there's been a Professor of English here since 1849 and we have such previous distinguished holders of the post include WFP Stockley, Daniel Corkery, B.G. McCarthy, who was one of the first woman professors in Ireland. And we also have a very important connection with the practice of writing and Irish literature throughout the period of the school's history. So we've had associations with Frank O'Connor and with Sean O'Faolain, more recently with Sean Lucy and John Montague. And we've had such distinguished writers in residence as Mary Morrissey, Claire Keegan and Matthew Sweeney. The relationship between the kinds of teaching and research we do is a very dynamic and fruitful one here in the school. The undergraduate programs introduce students to the study of English literature from Old English poetry, so the very earliest incarnations of our subject really, right through to contemporary cutting-edge developments in critical theory and in digital arts and humanities. So an undergraduate degree in the School of English can take a couple of different shapes. You can come and take a BA in English, so really an opportunity to enjoy and appreciate the study of English in its fullest sense. You can also take English as a pathway through the BA degree and take it in combination with other subjects. In either case, there's an opportunity to study the subject from the earliest period, as I said, through to some of contemporary critical approaches, but also to enjoy and experience literature from other cultures. So we do American literature and culture as well as Irish, as well as what's normally thought of as English literature. And we also really enjoy and appreciate the many ways in which English has expanded as a subject in recent years. So the School of English, you can study film, you can study drama and theatre studies, you can study digital arts and humanities, you can study creative writing. And we have very good relationships with separate and quite strong and flourishing programmes in each of those areas. Well, a good degree in English or in English and another subject will always offer a very kind of flexible and attractive option to employers. But some students come to us wanting to prepare themselves for today's competitive market with an advanced degree, such as a master's. There are also students who simply want to read and write and think more and who also really enjoy the master's. To answer those kinds of various needs, the School of English offers a range of master's programmes. You can find more details on the website, but we currently run an MA in Modernities, an MA in Irish Writing and Film, an MA in American Literature and Film, and an MA in Medieval and Renaissance, along with an MA in Creative Writing. And in each of those programmes, there'll be the opportunity to enjoy specialist small group teaching in subjects that really interest and engage you, and to have the opportunity to write a dissertation on a subject of your own choosing at some length. So the school has a number of specialist research areas. These would be very much along the lines of the master's programmes I've described, although we have specialist teaching in other topics as well. We currently are home to about 50 PhD students, some of them funding from the Irish Research Council and from other sources, from the college and from the school as well. We additionally, at the moment, have 3 postdoctoral students funded through the EU Marie Curie scheme, through the Irish Research Council and through private philanthropy. And all of those people, the PhD researchers and the postdoctoral researchers, are a really important part of the research community in the school. We're a school with a very kind of active and committed teaching culture, but we're also very much alive to and wanting to know more about new questions, new areas of research, new thinking. like everybody, we're very busy in September always as the new year starts. And we have a number of events whereby we welcome the new undergraduate students, as well, of course, as our new masters and PhD students. And we try and create as many places as possible whereby members of those different communities, and of course the staff and the postdoctoral researchers as well, can meet and mingle. We have a very active visiting speaker series. Every 2 or 3 weeks, we enjoy the visits of distinguished scholars in the field. The MA students often say that they enjoy, as it were, kind of meeting the people that they're reading. So your bibliography will come alive in the School of English. And additionally, we run specialist conferences. And if you look at our website, you can see some of the great topics we've had recently. Some of those conferences are run by staff and follow our interests and kind of special areas we want to develop. But quite a number of them are run by the postgraduates as well. The MA students run their own conference every year, and PhD students develop symposia and conferences according to their own interests. One additional place you might like to look in thinking about the kinds of activities in the school are the blogs of our MA students. All of the MA students run their own research blogs every year. And additionally, I suppose that might take you also to the School of English Facebook page, or you can follow the School of English on Twitter, #UCC English.